Hello everyone. My name is Ciara McCabe and I'm a volunteer and teacher at Gael Scoil. I've been there 2 times and I've taught some of the modern day Ireland lessons because I know you learn a lot about geography and a lot about history, and I kind of bring a different twist to it, and I talk a lot about Ireland nowadays. So obviously, because of the worldwide pandemic, Gael Scoil is not happening in person this year, but I've heard great things about all the work that the committee have been doing. So they asked me to give a little hand, and I just created this short little video that I hope you all enjoy. And I hope everyone is staying safe. So I just wanted to include a little map of Ireland to show you exactly where I am from. So I'm from Dublin, which is the capital of Ireland, and I live right here along the coast in a little town called Portmarnock, and I live right by the sea, so it's really nice here. I spend a lot of time walking on the beach and I have lots of lovely places to visit. I have lots of family up here in County Leitrim, that's the county up here, and I have lots of friends all around the country. If I want to travel from Dublin down to Kerry, to the south, the very south of the country, it would take me up to 4-hour drive. If I want to drive up to the very north of the country, it would be the same, about 4 hours. If I want to drive to Galway or Mayo, out here on the west coast, it would take me about 3 hours. So it really is only a fraction of the size that the United States is, because I can travel anywhere in the country by car. So that's one really cool thing about Ireland. We can travel to any part by car. So let's just have a little, I suppose, about me slide. So Diagwich, Ciara is Anam Dums, Ciara is my name, is Osbaile Cliame. I'm from Dublin. I am a primary school teacher, so I teach 6 and 7-year-olds. At the moment, we are not in school because of the pandemic, but there is talk that we will be going back to school next week, so I'm very excited. I've been to Gael Scoil twice. I've been in 2016 and in 2019, and I really enjoyed it. It's a wonderful programme, and I can see the joy that the children get from it. So I hope to get back sometime in the future. So we're going to have a little bit of fun here. If you have a piece of paper and a pen handy or with you, beside you, it will be great. So I'm going to show you some phrases or words that are common in Ireland, and I want you to make a guess as to what it actually means. So let's look at the first one. Chips. What do you think chips refers to? So in Ireland, there's something that we like to eat known as chips, but it might have a different word in American slang. So just write down on a piece of paper number 1 and what you think it is, and I'll reveal the answers at the end. The next one, crisps. These might be familiar to a good few people, but I know in the States you use a different term or word for crisps. So what does crisps mean to you? Number 3, rubbish. And I decided not to put a picture into this one, but I've given you the clue. You throw away things in it. Number 4, wrecked, and it is a feeling. If somebody says, I am wrecked, it's a feeling of some sort. So write down on a piece of paper what you think the feeling is. Garda, or na Garda Síochána, na Gardaí. Who are the Garda in Ireland, or what are they in the American equivalent? The boot. You can transport and store items in here. What do you think this is? Just write down what you think it is. And finally, I have the answers here. So number 1, crack, I didn't even put that one in, but to have the crack is to have fun or good times. Chips are French fries in American slang. Crisps are potato chips. Rubbish is trash. Wrecked is you're really tired or you're exhausted. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Garda is a police officer. Yeah. And the full title given to them is na Garda Síochána. The leaders of the peace, they're called, because they're generally unarmed here in Ireland. And number 7, the boot is the trunk. So I decided to include a few slides giving you some information on the culture and identity in Ireland here, so I hope you enjoy. First of all, I wanted to do a little bit here about St. Patrick. So St. Patrick is this man here. He is the patron saint of Ireland. He's the leader of the Christian faith who established many schools and churches that are still here today in Ireland. So he did a lot of background work in bringing the Christian faith to Ireland. That's still very much evident here today. And there are many tales and stories of St. Patrick, which I'm sure you've heard at Gael Scoil. One is that he drove the snakes out of Ireland. You could take it as a myth, or you could take it as it really did happen. He is celebrated on St. Patrick's Day, which is March 17th each year. And I know that many cities in the US with Irish immigrants often have big parades too. So I decided to show you a little clip here of the typical St. Patrick's Day parade scene here and across the world. Now I know it's different now because we are in the middle of a pandemic, but hopefully we'll get these days back soon. So what they're showing at the moment is a typical St. Patrick's Day parade in Ireland, where thousands and hundreds of people from other countries come to witness this amazing celebration that happens on the streets of around Ireland. But in Dublin, in the capital, a big parade happens. It goes all through town, where there's big floats and there's lots of bands, and in particular lots of American bands travel over to be a part of the parade. So it's a really significant celebration. So that's just a little clip of countries around the world celebrating St. Patrick's Day. I decided then to show you some photographs of some other cultural events that happen in Ireland. So this is a typical image of a GA match, which is the Gaelic Games. And I know that you would have done this at Gael Scoil before. You would have had lots of fun and games. And I remember teaching some kids all about the skills of Gaelic football. So this is two teams in action here. We have Galway in the kind of maroon colour against Clare in the yellow, and they're playing GA here, and you can see all the spectators out on the outside, and even the two guards there. This is probably my favourite hobby to do, and I miss it dearly, so it gives me excitement that hopefully we'll get back to this soon. Another really big sport that's popular here is hurling. This is where you have the hurley stick and the sliotar, and you wear a helmet, which only came into effect recently in the last few years. So I think this is County Waterford in the middle of a hurling match here. So it's just one of those most amazing sports. It's unique to Ireland, so they don't play it in any other country. Next up we have Irish dancing, and I know that my cousins in the States do Irish dancing, so it's also very popular in the States as much as it is here in Ireland. And I know at Gael Scoil you've learnt some little rigs and jigs too over there. As a picture of another activity that's very popular here, which is rugby, where it's similar to Gaelic football, but it's a little bit different, has a couple of different rules. This is one of a famous landmark in Belfast, which is in Northern Ireland, and it's the Titanic museum that you can visit, because the Titanic was actually made and built in Belfast. So there's a factory up there which commemorates, or a museum which commemorates the Titanic. This is a picture of a traditional Irish cottage. So this is a thatched roof which is made of hay and straw, and these would have been very popular back in the 18th century, especially during the famine. People would have lived in houses like this. Now homes have changed a lot since, and people live in all different types of homes, like in the States here now. And I'm just going to finish with some really nice pictures that I found of landmarks across the country. So this is a picture of the cliffs of Moher, which is down in County Galway and Clare, and it's just really a spectacular place that you can visit, and it's a big tourist area. And I'll finish with the capital, which is Dublin, where I'm from. This is a picture of O'Connell Street, which is in the city centre. It's a big shopping and historical district which has lots of monuments like the one here in the middle. So I hope you enjoyed my little video, and I hope to see everybody soon, and happy St. Patrick's